China has a plan worth nearly $1 trillion. Not for a single skyscraper or a new railway line, but to merge 9 mainland cities, plus Hong Kong and Macau, into one connected giant supercity.
It sits on China's southern coast, around the mouth of the Pearl River Delta.
On the map, it looks like a cluster of cities packed close together, including Hong Kong, Macau, and others.
But the Chinese government doesn't see them as separate dots. It sees them as pieces of a larger puzzle.
Once fitted together, they could form one of the most powerful metropolitan regions on Earth. And
the numbers give you a sense of scale. This region covers about 56,000 square kilometers, roughly the size of West Virginia in the United States, or twice the size of Wales in the UK.
Inside that area live more than 70 million people. That's more than the population of France.
All concentrated in a coastal zone you can cross by train in just a couple of hours.
China is calling this the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. The name is not random. It's modeled after other global hubs like Tokyo Bay or San Francisco Bay. The goal is to make China's Bay Area compete on the same stage and possibly surpass them.
Economically, the Greater Bay Area already produces around $2 trillion of GDP per year,
putting it on par with entire countries like Canada or Italy.
And while countries are reshaping cities with infrastructure, a lot of people are trying to reshape their own careers.
Especially with AI moving as fast as it is.
That's why this video is supported by Outskill, who are hosting a 2-day AI Mastermind workshop this weekend. From 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST, both days. It normally costs $395, but as part of a 48-hour pre-Halloween offer, the first 1,000 people can join for free.
The sessions are led by professionals from Microsoft and NVIDIA, and it's all practical.
You'll work with 10+ AI tools. Use AI in Excel, Google Sheets, and presentations. You'll also get access to a learning dashboard to connect with others, like-minded people.
Over 10 million people have attended.
It's rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot.
And if you attend both days, you'll get bonuses worth $5,100. To get started, just click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen.
So what exactly makes this cluster of cities so important, and why spend so much to tie them together?
That's where we need to start, by looking at what's actually inside this region.
The Greater Bay Area includes 9 mainland cities in Guangdong Province, plus the 2 special administrative regions of Hong Kong and Macau.
Individually, these cities are already strong. Shenzhen is a tech powerhouse, home to Huawei, Tencent, and DJI. Hong Kong is one of the world's top financial centers.
Guangzhou has been a major trading hub for centuries.
But on their own, they can't match the combined strength of global regions like Tokyo Bay, New York, or Silicon Valley.
Regional leaders believe that if you connect these cities together, economically, physically, and socially, you get an integrated region
that can compete directly with the biggest hubs on the planet.
In other words, it's not just about bigger numbers. It's about making the whole region operate like one giant economic machine. There's also a strategic angle.
Hong Kong and Macau still operate under the one country, two systems model, with their own currencies, laws, and borders. By physically and economically linking them to mainland cities like Shenzhen and Guangzhou, Beijing hopes to ensure their long-term growth is tied more closely to the mainlands.
It's a way of keeping the region stable and competitive at the same time.
And then there's efficiency.
Without coordination, each city builds its own airports, ports, industrial parks, and tech zones.
By planning together, they can share resources instead of duplicating them. A factory in Dongguan might be supplied by tech developed in Shenzhen, financed by Hong Kong, and shipped through Guangzhou.
All without friction, if the system works as intended.
The vision is simple to state. Make the Greater Bay Area a supercharged economic zone that rivals the world's most advanced regions.
The challenge is turning that idea into a functioning reality.
And that's where history comes in, because this plan has been in motion for more than a decade. The roots of the plan go back more than 15 years.
In 2008, China's central planners floated a bold idea.
Merge the 9 mainland cities of the Pearl River Delta into one vast urban cluster.
At the time, it sounded ambitious, even unrealistic. But it wasn't just talk.
The government started mapping out how to integrate transport, industry, and resources across the region. By the mid-2010s, the concept had grown into a national priority.
In 2017, Guangdong Province, Hong Kong, and Macau signed agreements to coordinate their development strategies.
The following year, the State Council gave the project its official name:
the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area.
Then came the turning point. In February 2019, Beijing released the Outline Development Plan, the master document that spelled out what the GBA should look like by 2035. It covered everything.
A connected high-speed transport network, shared innovation hubs and research institutions,
coordinated ports and airports, stronger ties between Hong Kong's finance and Shenzhen's technology. And the blueprint also identified more than 150 major infrastructure projects, with early estimates putting the price tag at over 2 trillion yuan, around $320 billion.
Over time, that figure grew.
And when you add up all the planned projects, investments, and new zones, the total is expected to approach the $1 trillion mark.
What sounded like a futuristic vision in 2008 has now become a structured roadmap.
Backed by laws, budgets, and construction crews.
And the next step in understanding the Greater Bay Area is looking at the cities themselves, the players that make up this massive merger. To understand what this megacity really means, you have to look at the players that make it up. Hong Kong.
About 7.5 million people, one of the world's top financial hubs.
And a city that operates on its own legal system and its own currency.
It's where international capital flows in and out of China, and that gives the Greater Bay Area a global edge.
Macau, much smaller at 700,000 people.
But it's a heavyweight in tourism and casinos. Beijing wants Macau to diversify into tech and finance, and being tied into the Bay Area makes that easier.
Guangzhou, with roughly 15 million residents.
It's the historic trading heart of southern China.
For centuries, it's been the gateway for goods coming in and out of China.
Shenzhen, around 13 million people now live here.
"40 years ago, it was a fishing village.
Today, it's China's Silicon Valley, home to Huawei, Tencent, DJI, and thousands of startups. Dongguan, the industrial engine. Its factories supply the world with electronics, clothing, and machinery.
Foshan, famous for manufacturing too.
It's also known in pop culture as the home of a legendary martial arts heritage.
Zhuhai, a coastal city right next to Macau.
Known for tourism, some tech, and increasingly for being a bridge.
Huizhou, a growing industrial hub with electronics factories and petrochemical industries.
The Zhongshan, known for light manufacturing, especially in electronics and lighting.
And historically famous as the hometown of Sun Yat-sen, the founding father of modern China.
Jiangmen and Zhaoqing, smaller compared to the giants, but both are expanding.
Together, these 11 cities form a region with enormous diversity.
Finance, tech, tourism, factories, and trade ports, all sitting side by side.
And when you link those roles together, you get an economy that's far more powerful than the sum of its parts.
But merging cities on paper is one thing.
To actually make them feel like one connected place, you need massive physical infrastructure.
And that's where China has already started building on a scale few countries can match.
One of the flagship projects is the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. At 55 kilometers long, it's the world's longest sea-crossing bridge.
Opened in 2018 at a cost of over $18 billion. It cut travel time between Hong Kong and Zhuhai from about 4 hours to under 1.
Then there's the Guangzhou-Shenzhen-Hong Kong Express Rail Link.
This high-speed rail corridor connects Hong Kong directly to China's national high-speed rail grid.
A trip from Hong Kong to Guangzhou, which used to take 2 to 3 hours, now takes just 47 minutes.
That effectively shrinks the region, making daily cross-border commuting a realistic option.